Hello and welcome to the Angry Sniper, episode number 56. Yep, this is something unprecedented. This is one warzone, but I'm gonna have to split it into 3 parts. I had thought about 4, but I don't really want to put one warzone in 4 parts. So it's going to be in approximately 7-minute segments, which might give you an indication as to what went on. You know, obviously it was a long warzone, but it was a lot of fun. Now, one thing I should first point out, massive failure, completely and utter massive failure on my part, because you can see on the minimap, I've got a teammate, I'm solo queuing by the way. I've got a teammate who's capping and has just capped, but no one has capped their side. I don't think anybody from the enemy team went to cap their side. I didn't notice. It didn't trig. It's one of these things I have literally just noticed that when I just previewed this prior to doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah. Unbelievable. I normally notice that sort of thing. I'm normally pretty good, and it would have changed the dynamic. Possibly. Now, I've got to say, they have 2 sorc healers, and they have 2 sorc DPS. One is I can't remember what the middle tree is, so I think it's telekinetics, is it? Or, forgive me, it's the middle tree. The mirror version of lightning. I can't remember what the sage version is called. The other one, I can't remember whether it's the same spec or their dot spec is... I pass. And, yeah. So it's one of these things, every time we got one low, it kind of then bubble up and get healed up. It was just ridiculous. But it was fun. It's one of these things, looking back, I have a feeling it was a lot more fun than what it possibly looks like. There is another sniper on the other team, or on my team. He's marksman, I'm engineering. And yes, we have got a healer, that's that Huan operative. Now, I could be wrong. I could be completely and totally wrong, so if I am, my most humble apologies. But I think that Huan has 50k. He's one of these 50k operatives. As I said, I'm going from memory. It could be wrong. I did come across a few 50k operatives in yesterday, and I did do a lot of healing war zones. So my bad if he has got PvP gear, but I don't think so. I think he had PvE, which wouldn't have helped. But even then, even if he has, or if he hasn't, and you know, even if he had had full PvP gear, I don't think it would have helped too much. It's I think we suffered right from the start of, they just had a much better team setup, you know. They had so much mobility in those bloody sages. It was kind of, I can kite around and I can survive a bit, which I'm hoping you can kind of see, but there's only so much I can kite around, and when you've got kind of stealth coming up on you and you've got other classes as well, it just makes the whole thing extremely difficult, you know. So I think in this one I make good use of my entrench and shiv speed boosts. It's this kind of warzone in one respect, which shows you the value in those. I'm just waiting actually for someone to say, it's girly hacks, you know. Snipers shouldn't speed around like that so often. I haven't, and I doubt if anybody will, but it's it does look a bit funny. No, it's one of these things. It's it was so easy for those two DPS sages to catch up to me and kill me, because I'd find myself dotted and I'd have a bit of a damage from elsewhere and so forth, which meant all they had to do was to, you know, a force speed and just catch up, a couple of hits, and very little really you could do in that situation, I think. There you are, see, we get him low, then he bloody force barriers up. And then, of course, he force speeds and he gets healed up and so forth. It's just insane. It's like when a sniper's going to get their kind of decent patch. It's one of these things, I do feel as if BioWare has kind of messed up big time with their mobility. It's kind of, I think they really, to be fair to them, to be completely and honestly fair to them, and much kudos for them for listening, they have really tried to kind of understand people's frustration about there's so much CC routes and so forth. So they've made people more mobile and that, but for our class, especially engineering snipers, okay, I'm biased, it's kind of, it just makes it more difficult because we are extremely unmobile. Oh, I can kite pretty well, but there's only so much I can do. So that's it for part 1. Next time, episode number 57, I think. Yes. To see how it continues. Take care, keep sniping, and have fun.